Game 1 in Wellington, and a box office performance from a brilliant Bond. Then Fleming and Vincent took centre stage as Australia's fielders fluffed their lines. The Kiwis cruised to a 10-wicket win. Could the world champs bounce back in Game 2, or would there be more black cap magic? As was the case in Wellington, Stephen Fleming won the toss and asked the visitors to bat first. Each side made one change from Friday. Peter Fulton came in for Jacob Oram, who broke a finger in the field in that game. It's a break that will mean he misses New Zealand's crucial first fixture in the World Cup against England. Australia, who've had their own share of injury problems, recently recalled Sean Tate in place of Mitchell.
And that's a rough start by Daryl Tuffy. He's gone wide down the leg side. And the batsmen come back. Morning, Martin.
Morning, Nisbo. Morning, everyone. Daryl Tuffy didn't quite get the outswinger going in the first match, and that's why he was brought back into the side. Well, he's got the outswinger straight away today, but he hasn't got a right.
That's nicely played, and that's away to the boundary. It's a fairly short boundary out there, and Matthew Hayden has just helped it on its way, and the first boundary of the game.
Tuffy hasn't settled on his line at all. It's a pretty comfortable stroke. Hayden goes,
oh, it's gone straight through. Hayden decided to charge, and it's gone, I think, through the hands of Craig McMillan.
And note where Craig McMillan is fielding. He is almost halfway in from the 30-metre circle. That is close. I mean, close to the batsman. I would have thought he might have, after Hayden had hit a 4 in the first over from Tuffy, maybe gone back a little bit, and if he had, he would have sucked in an easy catch. In the instance there, he's got a fingertip to it, and it's also gone away for 4. Hayden looking to take the initiative here.
Well, that's a lovely stroke. Beautiful shot from Matthew Hayden. He really has decided to go after Tuffy, and he's hit him for a couple of boundaries, taking risks, but getting reward.
Well, he's got this signature walk where he does it quite deliberately and in control, keeps the head still, and he gets down to the length of Tuffy. Tuffy's length is always pretty much the same. It can be a good and a bad thing, and in this case it's a bad thing because Hayden in the opening delivered.
Nicely worked away by Jake, so he's underway, and he'll pick up a comfortable 2.
Yes.
Nice shot, hitting it on the up. The outfield is quick, and it might even win the race, the ball. Oh, no, yes it has. Great effort by Ross Taylor, but he's actually helped it on its way in the finish. And a nice shot by Hayden, which I think shows us the outfield is going to be quick here today.
Beautiful stroke. He really did get into position early, but he delayed the swing of the bat through the ball until the right moment.
Edge, take it. It had to happen, and it has. Bond is struck. Jakes is gone.
Yes, it felt like just a matter of time. Jakes was happy to let it go, and perhaps for this one he should have done the same. It was always going to be a very testing spell for Phil Jakes. He tried to get a bit of bat on it just to change the nature of the game, really, but Fleming sucks in a good catch. That flew 144k, so Bond picks up the first wicket. Jakes is gone for 3. Australia 26 for 1.
Great shot from Haddon. That is really good over the top of extra cover. Australia needed that. So yes, Gillespie is a bit of a target too. It's 37 for 1.
And that is Shane Bond's worst delivery by several suburbs. And you have a look at the footmarks, as most bowlers do. Maybe going Yorker. He doesn't often miss full deliveries on his pads. That's a gift, and one we just haven't seen from Shane Bond. Oh, don't you love it when bowlers and batsmen yell at each other from 40 metres away?
Oh, it's good stuff, eh? It's great stuff. Gillespie saying, mate, you wait for me. I start this action. Hayden's saying, get on with it, with a couple of other words chucked in.
Well, let's face it, batsmen think they run the game anyway. And it's terrific when you're 3/4 way down, you run up and the batsman pulls away because he's got a little itch, got a scratch.
Oh, Hayden answers it, but there's a man out there protecting that boundary, so they might have another chat here as they get close to each other. Hayden was waiting for it.
And through all the verbals, it's important that both players know what they're going to do, and the bowler's about to let it go and the batsman's facing up. It's terrific playing the man with your mouth, but when it comes down to playing the ball, you've got to do the right thing, and it's a terrific throw in there, and they declined a second comment, so the debate may
at this level. Oh, that's swatted away over wide mid-on for 4. He's really decided, Brad Haddon, that they're going to use this power play, and Gillespie has to be his man.
And look, once again, there's not a lot wrong with delivery. It's just back of a length there and off the middle, and it's just a very good shot. Haddon's probably premeditated. If I get a bit of length to work with, it'll go. There's not a lot of width on that. Just back of a length. It's a pretty good shot.
Yeah, they've got just an issue or two at the moment, the New Zealanders. Well, they saw that. I just finished my point. I can't imagine back in my early Thompson, Jeff Lawson or Lenny Pascoe, hurry up and get on with it, you bleep bleep. 4 more, that's bleep bleep to the boundary.
Yeah, it's nothing like talking with your bat or your ball. Although you and I, we debuted together. I don't think we said a lot, did we? I think we were pretty quiet.
Oh, we were so nervous, I think. Mind you, I only made 7, so I wasn't out there for long to have a chat to anyone.
Yeah, well, I had Dennis and Lenny Pascoe in front of me. They were doing all the talking. I mind my own business. Got into a bit later on when you got a few games under your belt.
Crunch out. So Gillespie, he won't have the chance to say goodbye to Matthew Hayden, but he'll be able to read about it in the paper tomorrow morning. And Vittori's taken a pretty useful low catch.
And Gillespie gets the final say. There was plenty of talk out there on the park. Hayden loves to chat back, but Hayden falls to a shot that perhaps he may not have played if he wasn't playing the man. Mark Gillespie can feel very pleased with his job in dismissing Matthew Hayden for 24. Australia now 52 for 2.
Yes. It's a better job of placement from Hussey, and it's going to be a great contest, this, actually. Brilliant stuff. Saved one. So Lee Vincent's dragged one back on the ledger. Didn't even have time to look, that couple, did they? Well, pressing.
Well, he goes again, this time over top of point. Should run away to the boundary. No. Well fielded. A little bit streaky, a little bit outside edgy. Oh, no chance. No chance of catching that, Mark Gillespie. There were shouts of catcher, but Haddon has timed this perfectly.
Right, how's he going to bounce back from this? Because this nearly took his head off. Absolutely crunched. Gillespie not interested in the caught and bowled opportunity. He just wanted to get out of the way.
Super shot. Michael Hussey just short of a length. Not a bad delivery from Daryl Tuffy. And Hussey now feels he's been in long enough to trust the bounce. Use that pull shot to good effect.
Yeah, nice stroke. Just sat up there for him. So organised in his method of attack.
That's a cracking shot again. Brad Haddon just advancing, giving himself a little bit of room way through the extra cover region.
Well, he's got this ability, Haddon, to come down the crease but still adjust with the hands. If it's bowled shorter, if the bowler goes into the wicket a bit more and trying to make it bounce, he can still adjust the height of his hands and get it into the middle. Look at that, very high hands there, hits it on the top of the bounce, and because of that can...
Hussey advances, he goes over the top. There'll be 4 more.
Well, Hussey aware of the few overs left to them now on the power play situation. Only 2 down. So playing with relative freedom. I think after 20, for the sake of a few runs, they'd be prepared to perhaps lose up 3 wickets. So they got 1 in hand, not knowing their game plan intimately, but positive play by Hussey.
Hussey advances again. He's got that. He's got plenty of it. It is all the way.
What a good stroke. What a really good blow. Shuffled down the wicket, and that's been his method for attack. Hit it right in the middle. Hit it probably higher than he might have wanted, but he definitely had the trajectory to get it all the way. It's not a huge boundary hit.
Oh, that's a big hit. That's beautifully struck, and that is up on the terraces.
Someone came a wee bit dented too. That's just a stand and deliver shot, and it's beautifully placed, and someone went up and down, clunk on the terraces there. Sweet hit, very sweet hit. There's Styron.
He's gone with a big hit, and it's a very big hit. Another 6.
Well, he didn't have one back at long on. We were just sort of surveying that, and the ball is not turning a heck of a lot. So the next move will be from Vettori and Fleming. Will they start just padding the boundaries a wee bit? Is Haddon just half as... Yes. Hussey gets some timing down the ground for 4. That was hit a lot better than initially thought.
Yes, it certainly was. I think the New Zealanders thought maybe a single in this, nothing more. Even off the bat, it didn't look particularly well timed, but look at it, just race straight down the track, and those 2 fieldsmen just couldn't pull it back.
Catch! Yeah!
Got him. Cotton bowls. He's poked it back. Vittori's accepted it, and that is the end of Brad Haddon.
49 he was on too. He deserved a half century, but he's just been undone with the drift again here. He wasn't that happy to go initially. He's gone, but he just wondered whether it got back to Daniel Vettori. He had a pretty good view of it, Brad Haddon, and he did stay. He wondered how well he timed it. No problem. Clean as a whistle. Disappointment, I suppose, too, for Haddon. He'd done the hard yards, but the yards he makes now are back. It's 122 for 3. Gee, that's well timed.
Isn't it just? It was a poor delivery from McMillan, but it just flew off the bat.
Yeah, this is a problem now, this 5th bowler syndrome that they've got to sort out. Craig McMillan bowling with the sunglasses on today.
Oh, what a good stroke. That is a mighty blow. He just picked it up at the top of the bounce. Didn't worry about the field setting it all, sent it all the way into the stand.
That's timed to perfection from Michael Hussey. Short of a length, outside off stump.
Heading up at 4 now for New Zealand as well. Good stroke from Hodge. Great touch, and that'll go all the way. Too short for the 2nd time in the over from Styris at his pace. Not acceptable. And this over is getting away from him.
No width to speak of, and Hodge just guiding it away. He knows there's no slip. Long as he gets it wide of Brendan McCullum, he's going to run away for 4.
Yes.
And that's gone all the way. That's beautiful timing. It's the first time Vettori has lost his length with a quicker ball, and Hodge jumped all over it.
shot. He hasn't had much to hit from Daniel Vettori. Brad Hodge, and he just waited on that. Let's see, just wide enough. Timed it very well for 4.
He's timed this well, and he's placed it even better. Picking the spot, and Hussey brings up a 50 as the Australian skipper. That is an excellent performance given what happened the other night. Hussey has responded superbly. 51 in 52 balls, 160 for 3. Again attempting the cut shot, and he's got it past point and away for 4 again. He may have got out to Vettori playing that stroke in Wellington, but he's learnt better. He's mastered it now. That wasn't that short. In fact, there was a feeling that it might have hit the pad and then gone onto the bat.
It was a belated appeal from Daniel Vettori, and I believe that's why.
Vettori just starting to drop it short, and when he does start to drop it short, it's because he gets a bit tired, gets a bit sore, and there was an indication there off the pad and then straight onto the middle of the bat. Call for 2, and it'll be comfortable. So another good over for Australia. 6 from it. 160. Again down the track, and again he's found the gap. Going after Gillespie, very first ball of a new spell, and it's always a good time to do it, because it completely throws the bowler going into this new spell off his stride. Well, he's hammered that, and you just cannot bowl short here at Eden Park. I've seen that time and time again. Unless you're bowling around 145, you're going to get murdered, and Hussey has done it again.
Yeah, well, what that first 2 balls did was brought about a change in the field as well. And we saw the mid-on, who was in the circle, push back to long on, and it left everybody on the leg side on the boundary. Stephen Fleming's actually moving out to that mid-wicket area now, but in turn Gillespie dropped it short because Hussey was coming down the wicket. He just rocked back and pulled it away.
It's gone again. It's poor bowling to a man who's already indicated time and again that he has got this pull shot under control. This was more of a hook. He hit it fine, but that was the direction the ball needed to be struck. Very short, and just helped on its way.
Six more.
I was intelligent to attack the part-timers and the medium slow bowlers. Let's have a look. Is this caught here? Oh, that's a good stand. Unfortunately for New Zealand, it was 24 rows back.
They've certainly picked their bowlers to attack as well, these Australian players. You expect it from a man with a cricketing brain like Mike Hussey. That was a good blow down the ground. They find themselves 195 for 3, 36.2 overs, and New Zealand have a bowler who's bowled